Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Mess Graphics here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to design a church flyer using Photoshop CC20. So without further ado guys, let's get started and let's start designing. Mess Graphics. Okay guys, so right now we're in Photoshop, and what I want to do is I want to select the new file and that will lead me to the new document window. And then what I want to do is I want to set my preset dimension to pixels, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to input the portrait format for Instagram. I think that's 1440 by 1080. So this is actually a social media design. So it's going to be a portrait design. For my resolution, I'll leave my resolution at 300. I think I've explained this over and over again. Actually, your design resolution for viewing on devices should be on 72, but I have my special reasons why I always like using 300 resolution for my design. Okay, so for the color mode, we'll keep it on RGB because we are not printing, like I said. So background content, white, and all the settings set at the same. And then I head over to create. So now we have our workspace here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place in the background that I'll be using for this project. So file, place embedded. Okay. So as you can see, this is just an image of a leg walking. And we know that the month of March is actually the best time to talk about faith, because March is all about marching forward and all that. So you notice that most of the church teams tend to follow these captions for their designs in the month of March. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you guys how to create the perspective style design for your client, because most times I notice that when I see many perspective designs of some designers, I notice that there is a way they place the text that doesn't actually look nice. So that's what I'm going to teach you in this tutorial. So let's get into it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the theme of the program, and I'll just use a walking in. Okay, walking in faith. So Control J, duplicate, and then we have faith, walking in faith. Okay, so I'm going to use Control T and increase this. Okay, so we have walking in faith. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these both tests, and I'm going to convert it to a smart object. So right click, convert to a smart object, and then what I want to do is I want to hit Control T on my keyboard and then transform. So this is actually what you can do to make your perspective designs look professional. So now we have working in faith set as a smart object, and what you want to do is you want to rotate this a little bit. So I don't think the angles will really matter at this point. So just do it to your own discretion. I don't think like any angle really matters in this, but you will get to understand what I'm trying to do. So now that we've gotten this, we rotated this text to this point. So now we'll hit Control T, and then we'll right click. So whenever I right click on your transform layer, you notice that we have place, cancel, we have scale, rotate, skew, perspective, and distort. So now for now, what you're going to be using for this design is distort. So just pay attention and follow what I'm going to do. So now when we get to distort, what you want to do is you want to make use of these edges in your transform text on your transform object, and then set it to be in the right kind of perception with the object you have in your design. So let's talk and more design. Let's get into this. So I'm just going to bring this down here and take this right here. And I'm trying to make it to follow the path of the shoe. I can see we're already getting that. Okay, so let's just do this here. Do this here, and then, okay, so yeah. So you can see how we did that easily. Have walking in faith. So I can still make some adjustments on this if I want. So just, okay, so just a little adjustment. What I want to do is I want to add some more transform effects on this to make it look actually realistic than what it looks right now. So we've already done distort. Like I showed you guys, we have scale, rotate, skew, perspective, and distort. So we use distort to actually change the perception of the test, because we are trying to make it look as if the test is actually on the floor. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, and then this time around I'll be using skew, and then I'll be using it to extend the side of this test to make it actually look in the same perspective with the shoe. So we have this right here, walking in faith, and then I'm just going to drag this a little bit out. Okay, so we have this right here, walking in faith. And then to actually make this look more realistic, I'm going to use some blending mode in this test. So now, first of all, let's name this team. Let's name this team. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to head over to my blending options, and I'll be using overlay. So I'll be using overlay, but what you notice is that this test is actually now much more difficult to see. So we have a way we can actually resolve that. So now that we have working in faith, so I'll duplicate. Okay, let's just name this team overlay. Team overlay. Team overlay. And then I'm going to duplicate this folder. And then instead of using the same overlay for this, what I'm going to be using is soft light, so as to actually create a balance between the effect on the test and actually the visibility. So we'll be using soft light for this. And now if I zoom out, you notice that everything looks perfect actually. So we have walking in faith. So now, but notice that I've not added most of the important informations in this flyer. We just have the team. So now let's just add other informations in this flyer, like the church name and all that. So let's just add the name of a church. Okay, so for the name of the church, let's just choose any random name. Okay, so Firehouse Fellowship. Okay, Control G, then Control T. Okay, so let's reduce this, bring it down here. So Firehouse Fellowship, and then I just want to add a fire icon. I think I have one that I've already downloaded in the past. We have this right here. So I'm just going to select okay. So this is actually not necessary. This is not actually a necessary part of this. I'm just doing this because it's needed, but you can actually do this with any church name you have, or maybe something you want to work with from your own end. So we have Firehouse International Fellowship, but I don't know, this logo is looking funny to me. So let me just look for a way to make it look a little bit calm. So let me use Gotham. Let me use Gotham for the lower tests. I think so. Let me see how that will look. Okay, yeah, it was looking a little bit too chunky and all that. So it was looking a little bit chunky, so I wasn't feeling it at that time. So I think this does a better job. So we have Firehouse International Fellowship. Okay, Firehouse International Fellowship. So the team is working by faith, and then now I'm going to be adding the other details, like join us every Sunday in March, then time of service and the address. So let me do that quickly. So, but first of all, let me rename this to logo, yeah. And then Okay, so now we'll come here and I'll type in the other details. So just put the join us this Sunday. Okay, join us this Sunday. And let me just put it join us this Sunday. I don't join us this Sunday. Yeah, I think that's okay. Um, so when you're designing yours, you can actually put in anything you want. So okay, let me no. Okay, let me select okay, I think this okay. So join us this Sunday. Join us this Sunday. Okay, so now tracking, my tracking has to be minus 75. Okay, so Control J, join us this Sunday. Let's just put the time for service 8 a.m. 8 a.m. and okay 10 a.m. Okay, so join us this Sunday 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. So we have to use both for this. So actually, I was telling someone when I was live on TikTok that one of the hardest things for me to actually do, most people don't know this, that one of the hardest things that actually challenges me whenever I'm designing a fly is actually to know the right place to add in the theme, not the theme, sorry, the date and also other details and the address. It's actually one of the most challenging things I always get to face in my design. But I think I'll just roll up this one and just go with it. So we have at Firehouse Arena. Let me not say it as Firehouse Arena. Let's not go too technical with that. At Firehouse Arena. So okay, so they have a join us this Sunday 8 a.m. 10 a.m. at Firehouse Arena. So now if I zoom out into my design, you notice that there's a particular kind of flow, visual flow in this part of the image. So now what I want to do is I want to actually follow that flow for my date and for my time. So let me just do that quickly. So I'm going to select all this. So Control G. So this will be my date and time. Okay, so this will be my date and time. And then I want to convert this to smart object. And then what I want to do is I want to hit Control T. And I'll still be using distort, but this will actually be very, very tricky to do because I'm trying to follow a visual aspect of the design to create something, and I don't even know whether it will come out nice, but let's just check if we can get that rightly. Okay, this is actually going to be hard, but let's see how that will look. Okay, so we have yeah, so we have this join us this Sunday at join us this Sunday 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. at Firehouse Arena. So okay, so this is not actually looking that bad. This is actually giving a kind of youth church vibe. It's giving a youth church vibe, and I didn't actually put too much information in it to actually give it a kind of visual balance. But okay, so let me just right click and check whether I'll still use Q for this. Okay, so we have yeah, so this is okay. Join us this Sunday, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., Firehouse Arena. So let me just check whether I can do something crazy here. So Control J, screen, filter, blur, motion blur. Okay. So if you actually have what I'm trying to do in mind, this is actually I'm trying to create an effect that makes it look as if the details of the church is running along with the with the um with the leg of the athlete. But I think I have to actually prioritize visibility to beauty. So I think for this, instead of using screen, I think overlay should do a better work. Yeah, I think overlay should do a better work. Yeah, and overlay actually did a better work for that. So it's still visible and the effect is still there. And I don't think there is much we can do on this design again. But actually, let me look for a way to darken the lower part of this design. Not that it's necessary, but let me just see whether it's possible for me to do. So okay, so I think we are okay. So I think we are done with this. So we have Firehouse International Fellowship. Join us this Sunday, 8 a.m., 10 a.m. Walking in faith. Okay. So I think the thing I can say I like about design is just the fact that the visual elements are not that crowded. I feel like there is a kind of negative space whereby you don't need to look too far to see most of the information here, and you have an area of visual rest and all that. So actually, I'm going to move this into the logo, and then date and time. This will be our date and time. So date and time. Let me just put date, and then this should be our theme. Control G, theme. The last thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to select all this, Control G, then I'll hit Control J, then Control E, and then I'm going to crop this part. And then what I want to do is I want to right click here, convert to smart objects, and then I'll head over to my camera raw filter. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to increase the texture of my design, increase the texture, then increase the grain a little bit to like 20. Okay, then sharpening to 70, and then I'm going to add a little bit of vignette for that dramatic effect. So okay, so I think I'm happy with the settings I've selected. And okay, okay guys, so with that said and done, we are actually done with this design. And rate this design from 1 to 10 on the comment section. Did this design come out nice? With that said and done, guys, Mez Graphics out. See you guys in my next video. Love you guys.